Barbershop conversation, guys. I had to cut the TV off in the back room, and I walked by Deontay Wilder's gloves, and I forgot to do this story last week. But first, follow me on Instagram, Silent Heroes, SILENTHEROS. I'm gonna give you guys a stock this week that I think might do well. We'll see. But Deontay Wilder is the most physically gifted heavyweight in the division. And I walked by the gloves he signed for my son and my daughter, and it reminded me to do this story. Do this video. I rewatched the fight like all of you guys did, and his ability to use his athleticism as opposed to boxing pedigree is astounding. And he's the only boxer that I have seen off of instant memory that's doing it today. You know, you look at last night is a great parallel. You have the kid Lipinets against Garcia, 13-0, world champion, similar to Deontay Wilder, started late. Not an organic pedigree, but Lipinets had a fighting pedigree because he did UFC or some form of UFC, MMA, something like that, kickboxing. And whereas Deontay Wilder started at 19, correct? And but because Sergio Lipinets adopted the boxing pedigree, there's a certain calculation or timing or pace that he organically has, which a traditional boxer can instantly calibrate, right? Whereas you have Deontay Wilder, you get in the ring with him, it's hard to calibrate Deontay Wilder because of his athleticism supersedes his boxing ability. Now, a lot of you guys don't like it. A lot of you guys say he's ugly, he's disgusting, he's wild. That's what makes him great. That's what makes him 40-0 with 39 knockouts. The inability to know when he's going to do it and the angles in which these punches are coming from. They're wild in terms of traditional boxing. They may be considered loopy. Not an organic counter puncher like a Floyd Mayweather or like Mikey Garcia last night, because they both threw hooks simultaneously. But his ability, rewatch the fight after watching this video, and you're going to be more impressed with Deontay Wilder. It's like telling a guy a soccer player to play wide receiver. They've never used their hands before, right? And then you say, go play wide receiver. And next thing you know, they're great at they're using athleticism to be an above average, or Deontay Wilder, a great wide receiver. You understand what I'm saying? Asking Deion Sanders to hit a home run and score a touchdown in the same day, if I'm not mistaken. Was it the same day with the Atlanta Falcons and the Yankees? Or he played a game in the same day, but in the same year or in the same season, or in the same week, he did something like that. It's just uncanny. It's just superhuman, supernatural, God-given ability, and it's something that average minds can't calibrate, because when we watch boxing, we look at it from a traditional standpoint. Oh, he's not natural. He's not organic. Same thing with the quarterback in the NFL. The reason why there are not so many black quarterbacks in the NFL is because of how we perceive quarterbacks. Tall, long, strong, typical throwback, right? Right? You wanted Michael Vick to stay in the pocket. Let Michael Vick be great for 8 years. If he gets beat up running out the pocket, those are going to be the greatest 8 years you've ever seen in your life. Like the Sugar Bowl, Florida State, Florida State and Virginia Tech. Rewatch that game. You will watch that game and be like, Michael Vick was the greatest athlete in the world for one day. You understand? It's just something you can't explain. You know, how does Bernard King score all those points? How is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar skyhook unguardable? It's just they've created their own algorithm. I'll say that again. They've created their own algorithm that we have yet to be able to compute or calibrate or simulate. You understand what I'm saying? Terry Teagle's jump shot. You remember what Terry Teagle looked like? Jamal Wilkes' jump shot. You can't explain it. Lonzo Ball's jump shot. You can't explain it. It's their own algorithm. He was a second pick in the NBA draft, which is perceived as the worst looking jump shot in the NBA. You're saying he's not great. He's not a great shooter. No, he's the second pick in the NBA draft with the worst jump shot in the NBA in terms of traditional shooting. They've created their own algorithm to be successful. He's successful. He's a starting point guard in the NBA. Whether he's a Hall of Famer is contingent upon how he progresses. I'm talking about his ability to get to where he needs to be. You understand? And Deontay Wilder's algorithm is something Anthony Joshua won't be able to, because boxers bounce at a certain cadence. It's like when you see the white boy. The reason why the white boy stands out in a hip hop club is not because he's white. It's because he's moving at a different tempo. Like, they move at a different cadence when they dance. That's just the reality of it. You know what I mean? Like when you got soul, you move at a different cadence. You move at a different tempo. You understand? And when a white boy at the wedding, right? When a white boy is in the the groom's team, he's the best man or something like that. You look at the ring bearer or something like that. You look at them when they dance. You're like, oh, damn, he's a little bit different, right? He dances a little bit different, right? Or in college, when you go to the college party, you're, oh, you know. But it's just a different algorithm. And I hope this helps you understand where I'm coming from. People say Anthony Joshua is the most skilled heavyweight, but if you look at Deontay Wilder's algorithm, he is the most skilled, most athletic heavyweight in a division. Or in a division, as Deontay Wilder would say. I can't duplicate that, but yeah, he's a freak of nature, man. He's genuinely a freak of nature. Like Javon Curse, he didn't have the longest career because he played at a different tempo, and the body can't sustain that forever. Look at Russell Westbrook. He moves at a different tempo, moves at a different algorithm. You can't keep up. No NBA player in the NBA can keep up with Russell Westbrook for 48 minutes. Just moves at a different speed, plays at a different moves. He moves sonically. if that's a great descriptive. So you know, I rewatched the fight and I was just amazed. I watched it from a different lens. And the first time, honestly, this is the first time where I watched it and just valued Deontay Wilder's brilliance, because he talks about his feet work. He say feet work. It should be footwork, but you know, that's Deontay Wilder, and you can't question the baddest man on the planet, right? But you know, I just want you guys. I was the first person to call Deontay Wilder the baddest man on the planet. I did an article for an Ohio newspaper. And I tagged him the baddest man on the planet. I just want you guys to know that I was the first person to call him the baddest man on the planet. Hashtag. And yeah, man. So Deontay Wilder, keep doing what you're doing. He's coming in the heavyweight division. 214 to 218 pounds and dominating the heavyweight division. You understand what I'm saying? That's special. That's unique. That's beautiful. That's something you can't explain. It's something only God can explain. He's a different breed. He's a hybrid. He was made in an incubator. Like, explain to me Reggie Bush the year he won the Heisman. You can't explain it. Try and compute that game against Fresno State. You can't. It's nothing you can do to, and he did that for 3 years at USC. Explain to me Randall Cunningham at quarterback when he played for he was, like they say, he was before his time. You can't explain it. It's just you can't. It's just you just gotta sit back and enjoy it. LeBron James, you got to sit back and enjoy it. Magic Johnson, his first 8 to 10 years. Oh, beautiful. Oh, some of the best stuff you will ever see in basketball. You know, just they move. They have their own algorithm. Great athletes, great people have their own algorithm. You understand what I'm saying? Puff Daddy, he has his own algorithm. You know what I mean? How does a guy who's a hype man create a $1 billion empire, become a mogul? It's their own algorithm. You can't explain it. It's nothing you can do to explain it. You know, DJ Khaled, how does he go from mixing on 2 turntables to being a multi-million-dollar, multi-Grammy winning DJ? He's basically a host of a party. They have their own algorithm, and every one of us has our own algorithm. You know, the sad truth, because we're men, it's not in sports, right? It's not sports, right? It's not. No, that's not our great algorithm. It's something else. You guys know what it is. You guys know what your own algorithm is, but you know that's just the reality of it. So Deontay Wilder is the baddest man on the planet, aka the most gifted heavyweight in the division, and I'm gonna start saying that division. I'm gonna start saying that, paying my homage to Deontay Wilder. I haven't called him yet. I just literally, honestly, every free moment I want to spend with my daughter, man. So it's I don't have no time. You know what I mean? If I'm not doing a video or doing deal with my responsibilities, I got my daughter in my arms. So that's why I haven't forgotten. I just haven't gotten around to it, but I'll get around to it eventually, and it's going to be a great interview. So anyways, man, Barbershop Conversations. Feel free to subscribe. I'm real anxious to hear your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you guys think. But I think Deontay Wilder, athleticism stands alone in the heavyweight division. The heavyweight division. Barbershop Conversations. I'm gone. Peace. And follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. SILENTHEROS. Appreciate you guys. Peace.